I've played tons of VR games, and I always thought to myself, who is the strongest VR character? So today, we'll finally figure that out together. People always say Arthur Ford from Boneworks is the strongest, but people just say that because he's... I'm just talking about real strength. Not health, not durability, or anything like that. I mean pure blood and sweat strength. Also, this is how I'm going to decide how strong they are based off of some 3 simple things. Strength, powers, and limits. Let's start with the GOAT himself, the Warped One. The Warped One has gravity, fire, and lightning magic, so his powers are basically through the roof. Not only that, he's able to lift a human being with his bare hands, and according to Google, an average human being is around 135 to 145 pounds. Not only that, he can lift rocks with telekinetic powers with ease. And don't even get me started with the modded version of him. So I would probably say he's in top 3 for now. Now let's look at the Heavy from Bonelab. The Heavy can pick up humans with ease like they're a feather. And not only that, he can push 5,000 pound boulders like they're little toys. Don't even get me started with the no recoil to guns. He's so strong, almost every gun, including modded weapons, have no recoil to him, no matter how powerful the gun is. Another thing that's kind of OP is that he can change his avatar just like that. And not only that, he has the spawn gun, which is really OP because you can just kill or delete anything. And last but not least, the Heavy can kill over 20 people in less than 5 minutes. He can most definitely beat the Warped One if, they ever get in a fight. But last but not least, the player from Rec Room. Now hear me out. I know he doesn't look like it, but bro, he can lift billions of pounds. Not only that, he has the Maker Pen, which could spawn in anything you can think of. And before you ask, how can the player from Rec Room, of all things, lift billions of pounds? Well, I'm going to show you. This entire thing right here is fully metal, and I can just pick it up with ease like it's a little toy. And not only that, I can throw it. Like, that's an entire building, basically. For reference, I want to let you know the size of a ton of metal is the size of a refrigerator. Now, before the video ends, let's go ahead and do some rankings. Let's start with the Warped One. Since he has spells and magic, I'd say his power is a 10 out of 10. But his strength, on the other hand, he can lift up someone up, but he does struggle, which is kind of a problem. So I'd give his strength a 6 out of 10. There's a lot of things that the Warped One actually can't do, like lifting boulders and lifting people up with ease and stuff like that. So I'll give it a 4 out of 10. Overall, the Warped One is a strong person, so it would be 20 out of 30. Now we got the Heavy. The Heavy doesn't have any powers, so I'll give it a 0 out of 10. But strength, on the other hand, he is a very strong dude. He can lift people without breaking a sweat, basically. Not only that, he can push 5,000 pound boulders around, like I said. So I'll obviously give it a 10 out of 10. He also doesn't have that much limits, so I'll give his limits 10 out of 10. Overall, that ties him together with the Warped One, which means he has a 20 out of 30. Now we got the player from Rec Room. We already know how strong the player is because of how much pounds they can just lift with ease. The player is theoretically one of the strongest characters in VR, so, obviously everything is going to be 10 out of 10. The powers are probably maxed out because of the Maker Pen, you can spawn in anything. And the strength, he can lift up tons of pounds. And the player has no limits at all, you can do whatever you want. So I'll give limits 10 out of 10. So overall, it will be 30 out of 30. I really hope you loved this video. I'm so sorry this video felt rushed and stuff. And subscribe or something. Just play the outro.